What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Nicole Be Social. It is Friday, or by the time y'all see this, it will be Friday. So happy Friday. This was supposed to be a part 1 and 2 video, but unfortunately part 1, I forgot to re-edit or re-record it. I'll probably do that today sometime. But with the whole Naziah Harris case and just what's going on, I want to add my 2 cents and maybe $1 as it pertains to children, especially school-age children, because y'all know that's my background. I work with a lot of kids ranging from elementary school, middle school to high school, and I wanted to give my things on what I have seen and what I know as a parent I don't even tolerate and I'm not doing. So let's get into it. I won't be dropping the intro because I'm recording this on my phone. I'm recording this on my phone, so let me just jump right into it. These are just going to be a few things, like I said, as a parent, as someone that worked in a school, that I just know I don't do. It's going to probably be triggering to some of you because I know that we're in the day and age where a lot of people were under mothers, so we're over mothering our kids. We're creating this gentle parenting. We're creating this body autonomy or whatever y'all call it, but there still needs to be a guide when it comes to children, and there still needs to be rules and regulation as it pertains to the world that you're going to release them to when they turn adults so they could be fully functioning. So coming in at the bottom, I don't know how y'all do the privacy thing where you're requesting passwords for your kids. Like, that used to blow my mind when I would see parents come in and be like, what is your password? They're grounded, so they're taking their phones and they don't even know the kid's password. Like, I understand, I'm not going to throw around the fact that I'm an adult, so I should automatically just know your password, but to create trust, I need to have that password, because a lot of times you need to run checks, which leads me into, you need to run checks on your kid's phone. I don't care. And I'm talking about kids, elementary school, middle school, some way through high school. I feel like once they're seniors, then they should probably know know how you run things. But the whole privacy, check your kid's phone. No, there's no privacy. There is no closing your door. I'm not coming in your room without this. And no, you need to check your kid's room. You need to, most importantly, check their phones. You would be surprised some of the stuff that's on your kid's phone. You will probably, and I'm not even talking about just, they're texting their friends. I'm talking about check notes, check their website history, check their phone, do a full-on check in regards to what your kids are, not only who your kids are communicating with, but what they're watching and what they're consuming. Leading me into my other one. It is so important for us as parents, like I said, check your kid's phone, know their password, but it's also very important to know your kids' friends, the conversation that they have, because many times I feel like as parents, you're thinking the enemy is out when the enemy is within. A lot of these students, I remember just seeing girls that were best friends all of a sudden start fighting each other. Now that friend is clicked up with a girl that may not have liked your kid. So now they create this atmosphere. And I used to always walk in and be like, I could sense a little tension. What's up? And they'll tell me, and I'll be more protective of the one that's like the lone kid. But y'all kids be bullying each other. Your daughters, your sons, they fall in and out of friendship. That's perfectly fine. We're adults. We fall in and out of friendship with our friends. But the in and out of friendship that I've seen, especially in middle school, it's very physical. It's very physical. They'll get physical in the bathroom. Another thing that I used to do as a school personnel, I would do bathroom checks, especially at lunchtime. If I see a couple girls just getting up, going to the bathroom, going in, what's up? They know if they see this video, they'll be like, yep, Miss Allen, we busting. I sure did. I bust them in the bathroom, not obviously in the privacy of stalls, but just in the bathroom. And 9 times out of 10, they're standing in the corner, not using the restroom. And I'll be like, yo, you can't idle in here. You got to get out. You cannot just stand in here, because that's how a lot of things get started. Working in the school, one app that I know for sure my kid will not have, and like I said, maybe when they turn into a senior, is Snapchat. Snapchat, I will not allow my kid to have. Oh my God, the amount of things that happens on Snapchat that I get told by kids, by the way, it's crazy. It's to the point that kids were snapping students. Like a couple years ago in one of my schools, kids were snapping students in the bathroom as they're in the stall handling their business. They'll literally take their phones, hang it over the stalls, and just snap. And I guess the whole idea or premise of Snap, because I'm not on Snapchat, is the fact that you could just erase, or it erases after a while. But the point is, you're putting that on. You don't know who, what, where, when, hackers, anything of that sort that will be able to access the information. And it's like Snapchat to me is an app. I mean, all apps at this point, but Snapchat was that one app that I'm just like, no ma'am. Another thing that I used to see on Snapchat is that they share location. That emoji like map, I used to look at it and be like, yo, who's this? And they're like, oh, that's Johnny and that's the person. And it will literally show like they're at school. And I'm like, you know that this is a little like crazy, right? And I used to have to sit down and explain to them why sharing location, especially at school or at home, would be something like, no, you don't need to do that. You're at school. Your location shouldn't be on. You don't know who's accessing this information. So Snapchat would be the app. No, obviously my kid doesn't have like TikTok or anything like that because she's young. My oldest is in college. Snapchat, if you're a parent, take Snapchat off your elementary/middle school. In my opinion, take it off their phones. Yes, and last thing, as it pertains to just privacy or just anything with your children, talk to your kids. I cannot stress this enough. Talk to your kids. Talk to them. Let them know that you are a safe space. Be a parent by all means. You're not trying to necessarily be their friends where you're okay with just every and anything, but make sure that you are talking to your kids. Make sure that if something is wrong, they could come to you. The sooner the better, because if I even share the stories and the things, like I said in the beginning, that I have seen in these schools, and I will always say, well, how did the parent not pick this up? Or how did the parent not know? And it's like, I understand you're working, you're in and out, you're, coming in. Hey, you're good. Yeah, I'm good, mom. Some parents working 2 jobs, especially in this day and age, where they're just coming in and they're just coming out. So you don't have the necessary time to sit down and really have that one-to-one checking in. But when I tell you, you need that, whether you do it on a weekly, on an every other day basis, try to create the time in the space where your kid could kind of just decompress with you, sit down and talk to you, sit down and say, how's your friendship with your girls? How's boys? Every little thing, because I feel like whatever you have your kids hide from you, that's gonna be the enemy. So whether it's boys, whether it's friends, if they haven't fallen out with friends, definitely speak to them, because you'll be surprised. I have had to damn near counsel, kids that, oh, she's picking on me. We used to be best friend. I'm like, listen, if she's not running with the mean girls, that's not your friend. Like, no friend's gonna, go to your enemy or go to someone that doesn't like you. Now they're like clicking up against you. And it breaks my heart, but I used to always tell them, talk to your parent, let your parent know, because that messes with the psyche and the mind of your child, going through these emotions and not being able to come to you as a parent. So make sure that you make that time, or you make that connection with your little human. I like to call them, you as the big people, I like to say, but make sure you make that connection with your kid, that they know that they could come to you no matter what. So I know this was nice and quick. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go out. Part 1 will be coming up with my whole review on the whole Naziah Harris case and just the whole dynamic of family as it pertains to that, because not only, it's another one in Florida, and I don't want to just say the girl in Florida, I want to get her information too. So I will be posting part 1, or technically what's supposed to be before this one, later tonight, where y'all could check it out. But don't let this video fall on deaf ears. As I said, I've worked in a school for years. There's so many materials out there. As a parent, make sure your kids do not have the phone where you don't have the password. I don't care for apps. I don't care for the app store. You can set parental control yourself. Make sure that you know who your kids' friends are. Make sure that you're communicating with them, with their friends' relationship. Check it if it's hot or cold. If it's, hot, hey, what's going on? Try to be, with your kid. Number 3, like I said, Snapchat, gotta go. Snapchat, one app I would not allow my kids to have. I'm sorry, children. I know you're gonna be like, Miss Sally, why? Snapchat gotta go. Number 4, like I said, just make sure that you're communicating with your kid, where you do have that open door policy, where if something is going on, that they could come and talk to you. Because in this day and age, You don't want your kid to talk to the wrong party or to kind of feel left out or not feel appreciated, because they will go into the wrong hands, into the wrong crowd, and into the wrong space and into the wrong situation. Run out. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you come back and check out part 1 again with the Nazaria story. I know I keep saying that, but y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Friday, and yeah, big up on yourself.